Have you ever felt so proud of yourself for actually getting your shit together just to have the universe immediately humble you? I'm Jen, a burnout and vicarious trauma coach, and I most certainly do not have my shit together. Case in point, a few weeks ago, I did laundry per usual. About 9 o'clock that night, I had to grab something from the basement and realized my sheets on the laundry line were dry. I thought, you know what? I'm going to change the bed now. You see, I am a world class procrastinator. Changing sheets at midnight just before sliding into bed is absolutely my norm. But not this time. I brought the sheets upstairs, started changing the bed, smug as can be. Look at me, getting stuff done early. I'm a rock star. Sheets are changed. As I'm putting the blanket back on, I snapped it to straighten it out, and out of nowhere, boom! Simultaneous explosion, shattering glass, and complete darkness. I froze. Then I realized no one was kicking in the front door, and that probably the blanket must have hit the pull chain for the ceiling fan, which whipped up and exploded one of the chandelier bulbs. I pulled the chain to turn the light back on, and smoke instantly started curling out of the socket. So I turned that off real quick. I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight to survey the damage. The bulb didn't just break, it shattered. Tiny shards of glass everywhere. On the sheets, on the blanket hanging half off the bed, and glazing my new, thick, luxurious Sherpa comforter waiting on the floor. A few larger shards and about a million glittering landmines. I grabbed the trash can to carefully slide the bigger shards into it, and that's when the cats came running. They heard the crinkle of the trash bag and decided we were playing the best game ever. So now I've got glass everywhere, including in the trash can. Two cats trying to dive into it, and I'm playing goalie by flashlight. Somehow, I stayed calm enough to shoo them out and shut the door. I grabbed some packing tape from the office and started dabbing it over the bedding with my little phone flashlight, like some kind of deranged crime scene investigator. It was going terribly. And then I remembered I have a lamp, the one on my nightstand, the one I use every single night. A bit chagrined, I turned it on. At least I could see, even if I couldn't see the glittering reflections as well. As I worked to clean up the glass shards, I could feel overwhelm creeping in. This was going to take all night. I'd never get all the glass. What if the cats got hurt? And then something shifted. Hold up, Jen. You're a grown ass adult. You have more than two sets of sheets. You have extra blankets. You do not have to solve the entire problem right now. So I stopped. I carefully rolled each piece of bedding in on itself to trap the glass and set them aside. I vacuumed the area rug within an inch of its life. I grabbed fresh sheets and a blanket from the linen closet and made the bed again with a little more awareness of the ceiling fan chains. And then I cozied up in the living room with my cats and a book. The next day, with some sleep and a clearer head, I realized if I had immediately washed the bedding, my initial instinct, the glass might have gotten embedded even deeper into the fibers. And that next morning brought high winds, the perfect sidekick for shaking out the sheets and blanket outside. The comforter problem remains unsolved. We don't talk about the beautiful glittering Sherpa comforter. But here's what I got reminded of. We don't have to fix everything the moment we discover it's broken. Sometimes the harder but wiser thing to do is contain the mess, give yourself permission to stop, and let the next day bring a better shot at a real solution. You might be surprised how clarity or wind shows up when you stop forcing a solution at 9 p.m. in the dark. So here's my question to you. Where in your life are you picking glass off a Sherpa comforter by flashlight when you could safely leave it for tomorrow? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. And if you want more stories like this, exploding light bulbs, cats with a death wish, and reminders that you don't have to solve it all tonight, give this a like, maybe share it with someone who can relate, and stick around. There's plenty more coming.